Have had a warm and windy day, but it won't last. We have a cold and wet night ahead. It was already 15 degrees by 8 o'clock this morning. It hit 20 shortly after 10 o'clock and it peaked at 22 out there. Now the sky progressively turned darker, but before that, most suburbs reached 22 or 23 in northerly winds gusting 70 to 80 k's around town. Then rainbows did appear over eastern suburbs as rain started to come down from the ranges to our north, sweeping through these eastern parts at first. But the heavier rain, here it is. It is getting going, a big band of it gradually tracking through. Now, as does the temperature, that is dropping, and if it's not clear yet, we certainly have a cold, wet and windy evening ahead. Bands of showers and thunderstorms are marching across Victoria and southeastern Australia, all coming in from the west. Now, it doesn't begin to reach Gippsland until tonight, so we had tops there of 26 degrees this afternoon. But such a contrast over in the west as the cold air is arriving. It's just 9 degrees in a few spots. Here is the big weather system. It's warm, dry and windy out ahead of it. It is cold, wet and still windy in behind it. The speckled cloud you can see in through here shows just how chilly the air will turn. Now, this wouldn't be out of place in the middle of winter. We have the first burst of wet weather coming through today. It'll be followed by another burst tomorrow. That's the one with the bitterly cold air. Around the nation tomorrow, Brisbane and Sydney have the risk of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the west in Sydney. Adelaide a top of just 14, but conditions do improve as the day goes on. Perth is lovely thanks to a high. To Victoria, we still have the risk of damaging winds about the south and ranges tomorrow morning. By dawn, the second burst of wet weather, here it is, crossing the state with gusty showers, wintry hail and bitter winds. Snow should be lowering to around 800 metres. Now, it may be spring, but it is a proper cold outbreak. So at the MCG tonight, it is now down to 13.5. It should just get colder as the game goes on. The heaviest rain is out there now, but there are showers to follow, so it'll be start, stop as the game goes on. Steady out there now. Tomorrow, we have lots of showers passing through. They'll be most frequent over eastern suburbs. That's thanks to these gusty westerly winds. The winds are gale force during the morning. It is bitter out there, not quite cold enough for snow at Mount Dandenong, not quite, but some showers may have some wintry hail in them. In the city, it is a top of just 12 degrees for tomorrow. Expect frequent showers to be passing through. They're gusty, particularly in the morning. They could have wintry hail. But have a look at this here. It starts to ease as we go through the evening hours, and by 9 o'clock, there's not much out there at the MCG. Then as we go through, 14, 16, 16, then some 20s, right up to 26 by late next week. 12 is the top tomorrow. It is cold, wet and windy. Lots of showers out there, Mitch.
Oh dear, what a spell. Thank you, Jane.